At this very moment, as your heart races and your thoughts race out of control, I am here. I feel every tightness in your chest, every sleepless night, every silent tear shed. That feeling of suffocation that visits you without warning, the fear of tomorrow that paralyzes your today, the anguish that steals your peace even when everything seems fine on the outside. I see it all. You did not come here by chance. Your soul cried out for help, and I answered. This message is my personal answer to you. The anxiety you thought would be your forever companion is about to be shattered. What you are about to experience now is not just temporary relief. It is complete liberation, the instant peace your spirit desperately seeks. How many times have you woken up in the middle of the night with your heart racing for no apparent reason? How many times have you pretended to be fine while a war raged inside? I know. I've always known. And today, in this sacred moment, I decree an end to that torment. But I need you to understand something powerful. What is about to happen to you transcends any breathing technique or relaxation method you've ever tried. I will touch the root of your anxiety, that deep place where fear lurks and whispers lies about your future. First, I will reveal the true source of your anxiety, something no one has ever told you. Then, I will break the invisible chains that bind you to this cycle of worry. Then I will rebuild your mind with my supernatural peace. And at the end of this message, you will be a new person, someone who rests in my presence even amidst the storms. If my voice has already begun to touch your heart, if you already feel that this word was prepared especially for you, subscribe to this channel now and confirm your presence by commenting, "Lord, I am here. I subscribe because I love you and want to hear you." And also tell me from which country and city you are watching, for I want to know each of my people. Stay with me until the last word, for at the end I will whisper a special word to your heart. When you write it in the comments, the doors of peace will open wide in your life. It's no coincidence that you're here now. It's my perfect timing for your liberation. The storm within you. Look within yourself right now. Do you see the storm? The thoughts that swirl endlessly, the worries that multiply, the catastrophic scenarios your mind creates without your permission. This storm has a name, anxiety. But I want you to know something few understand. This storm wasn't born within you. It was planted. Every unhealed trauma, every unfaced fear, every lie you believed about yourself fueled this inner torment. Remember that first time your chest tightened? Maybe you were a child, a teenager, or perhaps an adult when life presented you with situations beyond your capacity to process. In that moment, something broke inside you. The natural trust you had in me was replaced by the need to control everything. And the more you tried to control, the more out of control everything became. It's like holding water in your hands. The tighter you squeeze, the more it escapes through your fingers. Anxiety has convinced you that you're weak, that you can't handle life, that something terrible is always about to happen. It has stolen your moments of joy, turned your nights into battles and your days into survival. How many opportunities have you lost out of fear? How many relationships have been affected? How many dreams have you postponed because anxiety told you you couldn't? I've seen every moment. I've seen you pretend to be sick to avoid social situations. I've seen your body tremble for no apparent reason. I've seen you think you'd go crazy with racing thoughts, but here's the truth the enemy doesn't want you to know. You are not your anxious thoughts. You are not your worries. You are not your fears. You are my perfect creation, temporarily under attack by a lie. Anxiety is an intruder in your sacred temple. It has no right to be there. And today, right now, I begin the process of expelling it for good. When I said, "Peace be still" to the storm at sea, I wasn't just speaking to the waves, I was showing my power over every form of chaos, including what's happening within you. Those disciples in the boat are you now, thinking you're going to sink, forgetting that I'm in the same boat. The difference is that today I'm not sleeping. I'm speaking directly to you, ready to calm your inner storm with a single word. Anxiety wants you to believe it's stronger than my peace. What a lie. My peace isn't the absence of problems, it's my presence in the midst of them. It's the absolute certainty that I'm in control, when everything seems out of control. It's the deep rest of the soul, even when circumstances scream danger. This peace isn't something you need to earn or deserve. It's my gift to you, available now, this very second. If these words are penetrating the walls of your anxiety, if you feel like someone finally understands your struggle, let your heart speak in the comments. Write inner peace as a declaration that you receive my peace now. And if you know someone caught in this same storm, share this message. It may be the answer they're desperately seeking. The weight that wasn't yours to carry. I want to reveal something to you that will completely change your perspective. Most of what causes you anxiety is not your responsibility to carry. Look at your worries right now. How many of them are about things that haven't even happened yet? How many are about situations you can't control? How many are about the past you can't change? You're carrying the weight of the world on shoulders that were made only for today. When I created you, I gave you the precise capacity to live one day at a time. But anxiety has convinced you to carry the weight of all past and future days simultaneously. It's like trying to carry a year's worth of groceries in one trip. Your arms can't handle it, your back bends, and you end up dropping what truly matters, the gift I gave you. Each dawn is my renewed mercy, but you wake up already carrying yesterday's worries and tomorrow's fears. I need you to understand this liberating truth. I never asked you to solve all the world's problems. I never asked you to have all the answers. I never asked you to predict the future or fix the past. What I ask of you is simple. Trust me with what you have today, just today. Tomorrow, when it comes, will bring its own grace. But anxiety has robbed you of this simplicity, convincing you that you need to have a plan B, C, and D for every possible situation. There is a powerful passage where I say, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." I didn't say, "First solve your problems and then come." I didn't say, "Be strong and then come to me." I said, "Come as you are, weary, burdened, anxious." Your weight does not disqualify you from my grace. It qualifies you for my help. Your weakness does not drive me away. It attracts me. Your anxiety does not surprise me. It activates my compassion. But here comes the part you really need to absorb. Many of your worries are about provision. Money is missing, bills are due, and your financial future is uncertain. Financial anxiety has suffocated your faith, stolen your sleep, and destroyed your peace. Let me remind you, I clothe the lilies of the field with more splendor than Solomon in all his riches. I feed the birds that neither sow nor reap. Do you think I would abandon you? Do you think he who has all the gold and silver in the world would let bread go without on the table of his own? The truth is that when you trust in me, you open doors to supernatural provision. When you rest in my faithfulness, I release resources that anxiety was blocking. How many opportunities for prosperity have you missed because fear paralyzed you? How many doors have you not walked through because anxiety told you you weren't worthy? Today, that changes. Today you lay down the weight that isn't yours and receive the easy yoke I have prepared for you. Anyone who contributes with any amount and a sincere heart, don't forget to leave your name and city with your contribution, because on the first day of the following month, in a unique and special video on the voice of God, heals diseases of the soul. Channel, your name will be remembered, mentioned in gratitude, and showered with divine blessings released in prayer. If possible, and only if possible, contribute with love using the thank you button. The amount doesn't matter. What matters is the heart with which you give. For it is written, "Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over will be given to you." Every offering made in faith is a seed before me, and not one of them will fail to bear fruit. I see in secret, and I reward in plain sight. Stay until the end of this message, because I still want to touch your heart with my voice. Now in this moment, I want you to do something powerful. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, imagine yourself handing over to me every burden that isn't yours. Surrender the health of others to me. Surrender the future of your children to me. Surrender the country's economy to me. Surrender the decisions of others to me. Feel your shoulders lighten. Feel your chest open. Feel my peace taking the place of anxiety. If you're experiencing this relief now, write in the comments, "I surrender my burdens," and tell me, what specific burden are you surrendering today? The invisible prison you built. I need to show you something your eyes can't see, but your soul feels every day. You've built a prison around yourself. It doesn't have iron bars, but it does have walls of fear. It doesn't have padlocks, but it does have chains of worry. It doesn't have guards, but it does have accusing voices that never sleep. This prison is called the Anxiety Safety Zone, and ironically, it's the most unsafe place you could be. You began building that prison the day you decided it was safer to avoid than to face. Every time you said no to an opportunity for fear of failure, you added a brick. Every time you isolated yourself to avoid judgment, you built a wall. Every time you chose the miserable known over the promising unknown, you reinforced the bars. And now look where you are, in a cell of your own making, a prisoner of self-imposed limitations. Anxiety has convinced you that this prison protects you, but it only prevents you from living. How many times have you wanted to do something new, but the voice of anxiety said, "What if it goes wrong?" How many times has your heart wanted to trust, but your mind screamed, "Danger"? How many times have I called you to deeper waters, but you preferred to stay on the shore, dying of thirst beside the river of life? Your prison has become so familiar that you fear leaving it. The familiar, even if painful, seems safer than the unknown, full of promise. But hear this truth. I didn't create you to live in a box. I created you to fly. I didn't give you a spirit of cowardice, but of power, love, and moderation. Anxiety has hijacked your identity and convinced you that you are small, fragile, and incapable. A lie. You are my image and likeness. You have my spiritual DNA. You carry my breath of life. How can you be weak if the Almighty lives within you? The most tragic thing is that your prison doesn't just limit you, it prevents you from fulfilling your purpose. How many people needed your gift but didn't receive it because anxiety kept you hidden? How many lives could you have impacted if you weren't trapped in your own fear? Your anxiety isn't just your personal problem, it's robbing the world of what you came to bring. Every day you spend in this prison is one less day of fulfilled purpose. But today is the day of liberation. Like Paul and Silas in the Philippian prison, your chains are about to fall. Not by your strength, not by your effort, but by my power that works when you recognize your need. The walls that seem so solid are but shadows before my light. Chains that seem unbreakable are like spiderwebs to my strength. The prison that seems to be your final destination is only a temporary stop before your true journey begins. I'll reveal the secret to breaking out of this prison. Stop. That's right. Stop fighting anxiety with your own strength. Every time you fight, it grows stronger because it feeds on your resistance. Instead, rest in me. When the next anxiety attack comes, and it will, don't fight it. Breathe and say, God is in control. When racing thoughts begin, don't try to stop them. Let them pass while focusing on my presence. Anxiety loses its power when it stops being the center of your attention. Is this message breaking something within you? Do you feel the walls of your prison beginning to crack? Then declare your liberation in the comments by writing, "Free to live." And if this word is transforming your perspective, share it now with someone who also needs to escape the prison of anxiety. Your courage to share could be the key to someone else's freedom. My voice calms the chaos. Now I want you to experience something supernatural. As you read these words, my voice is penetrating the chaos of your mind. It's not just text your eyes are processing. It's my divine frequency realigning your thoughts. Each word you absorb is unraveling knots of worry, dissolving blocks of fear, restoring the original order I placed within you when I formed you. Remember when you were a child and a familiar voice could instantly calm your fears. Maybe it was your mother's, father's, or someone you loved. That voice held power over your fear because it represented safety, love, and protection. Now multiply that power infinitely. That's what my voice does in you. But anxiety created so much internal noise that it became difficult to hear me. Today, I am amplifying my frequency to cut through all mental static. Be still and know that I am God. It's not just a suggestion, it's a command with transformative power. When I say be still, I'm not asking you to force your mind to stop. I'm releasing a supernatural force that calms the storm of your thoughts. It's like when a strong wind suddenly stops and everything becomes absolutely silent. This is the power of my word over your anxiety. Science has discovered that certain sound frequencies can alter brain waves, but what I do goes beyond any scientific understanding. My voice rearranges your brain chemistry, restores your neurotransmitters, and rebalances your hormones. Anxiety has messed up your entire system. It accelerated your heart rate, tensed your muscles, and threw off your breathing. My voice is now restoring each system to its original state of peace, but I need you to actively participate in this miracle. While my voice works, I want you to do something specific. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself in a completely safe place with me. It could be a garden, a beach, a mountain, where your soul feels at home. Now see me beside you in that place, not as a distant figure, but close, so close that you can feel my peace emanating from you. Hear me say directly to your heart, anxiety is over. My peace now reigns within you. Do you feel it? Something is shifting within you right now. That tightness in your chest is loosening. That tension in your shoulders is easing. Those looping thoughts are slowing down. It's not your imagination, it's my power at work. The same voice that said, "Let there be light," and there was light, is now saying, "Let there be peace within you." And just as light had no choice but to appear, peace has no choice but to manifest within you. I want to share with you a secret about abundance and peace. They go hand in hand. When your mind is at peace, you can see opportunities hidden by anxiety. When your heart is at peace, you make decisions that lead to prosperity. Anxiety has kept you in a cycle of scarcity because fear and abundance cannot coexist. But now, with my peace, the doors of supernatural provision open. Resources that were blocked begin to flow. Divine connections happen. Unexpected favors appear. If my voice is truly reaching the center of your being, if you feel this supernatural peace invading you now, I need you to declare in the comments, "Your voice calms me." And tell me, in what area of your life do you most need my voice to bring order to chaos? Don't be shy about being specific. Your vulnerability activates my action, the miracle of total surrender. We have reached the most crucial moment of this message. Everything I've shared so far has been preparation for this moment. I'm going to ask you for something that your anxiety will tell you is impossible, dangerous, and irresponsible. Surrender yourself completely to me, not partially, not with reservations, not with a plan B. Total, absolute, unconditional surrender. It is at this level of surrender that the miracle happens. Anxiety exists because deep down, you still believe you're the one who needs to keep everything running. Even though you say you trust me, you keep your hands on the wheel. Even though you profess faith, your eyes constantly check to see if I'm truly watching over you. It's like Peter walking on water. As long as he looked at me, the impossible became possible. When he looked at the waves, he began to sink. Your anxiety is your eyes on the waves instead of on me. Total surrender means something radical, accepting that even if everything goes wrong by your standards, it will still be perfect by mine. It means trusting that I can use even your failures for your good. It means believing that my love for you is so great that I would never allow anything that wouldn't result in blessing, even if disguised. Anxiety can't survive this level of trust because it needs your fear to exist. I'll be even more blunt. Your attempt to control everything is preventing my greatest miracles in your life. While your hands are busy holding what little you have, I cannot fill them with the abundance I have prepared. While your mind is calculating every possibility of error, you cannot receive my infallible strategies. While your heart is divided between trust and doubt, you cannot experience the full power of faith. The miracle of total surrender has effects that transcend the elimination of anxiety. When you surrender completely, your health improves because chronic stress disappears. Your relationships flourish because you stop projecting your fears onto others. Your creativity explodes because a free mind creates without limits. Your prosperity increases because you dare to take steps that fear previously prohibited. Your entire life transforms because you are finally living, not just surviving. But surrender needs to be renewed daily. Each morning, before anxiety tries to reclaim its throne, declare, "Today I surrender everything to you. My plans, my fears, my dreams, my worries, all are yours." And throughout the day, when you feel the temptation to regain control, remember, he who keeps the universe in motion can certainly watch over your life. He who counts the stars knows every detail of your situation. There is a specific promise I want to engrave on your heart. Cast all your care on me, for I care for you. I didn't say some cares. I said all of them. The bill you don't know how to pay, cast it on me. The relationship that seems lost, cast it on me. The health that worries you, cast it on me. The uncertain future, cast it on me. And then watch how I turn impossibilities into testimonies. This is the moment. Now, not tomorrow, not after you've sorted things out, not when you feel stronger. Now. Surrender completely. Feel the relief of no longer having to carry the world. Experience the lightness of trusting that I have everything under control. If you're ready for this miracle, if you're willing to surrender everything now, seal this commitment by writing, "I surrender everything to you." What specific fears are you surrendering right now? Your renewed heart. Something extraordinary is happening within you right now. Your heart, not just the physical organ, but the core of your being, is being renewed. Years of anxiety have left scars. Constant worry has created destructive patterns. Repeated fears have formed corrupted neural pathways. But my power of renewal is rewriting your inner history. What was damaged is being restored. What was corrupted is being purified. Ezekiel prophesied of this moment, "I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit within you. I will take the heart of stone out of your heart and give you a heart of flesh." Anxiety has turned your heart to stone, hard, heavy, resistant. But I am giving you a new heart, soft, light, receptive. A heart that beats to the rhythm of my peace, not to the beat of fear. A heart that expands with hope, not contracts with worry. This new heart has specific characteristics that I want you to recognize. First, it trusts naturally. It doesn't need constant proof of my love, it simply knows. Second, it rests easily. It doesn't seek trouble where none exists. It accepts peace as its natural state. Third, it loves freely. It doesn't withhold affection for fear of being hurt. It gives generously, knowing that I am its inexhaustible source. With this renewed heart, your perception of reality changes completely. What you once saw as a threat, you now see as an opportunity. What you interpreted as abandonment, you now understand as preparation. What you thought was punishment, you now recognize as loving correction. Anxiety distorted your vision, making small problems seem like insurmountable mountains. Your new heart sees through my eyes, and from my perspective, nothing is impossible. But this renewed heart needs proper nourishment to stay healthy. Feed it with my word, not alarming news. Hydrate it with prayer, not worry. Exercise it with faith, not fear. Protect it with gratitude, not complaining. Every choice you make either strengthens renewal or fuels old anxiety. Choose wisely. I want you to understand something about prosperity and a renewed heart. An anxious heart repels abundance, but a peaceful heart attracts it. When your heart trusts in my provision, you create a frequency that aligns with abundance. When your heart rests in my faithfulness, you open channels for blessings to flow. The renewal of your heart is not just spiritual. It impacts every area of your life, including your finances. True wealth begins with a prosperous heart. Feel your new heart beating now. Calm, rhythmic, confident. This is the sound of victory over anxiety. This is the rhythm of my peace within you. Never again do you have to accept palpitations of fear as normal. Never again do you have to live with your chest tight with worry. Your new heart was made for peace, programmed for trust, designed for rest. If you feel this renewal happening, if your heart is responding to this transformation, declare in the comments, "New heart, new life." And share this message with someone whose heart also needs renewal. Your generosity in sharing could be the beginning of healing for another anxious heart. the peace that transcends understanding. Now I will reveal to you the deepest level of peace, one that transcends all human understanding. It is not the peace that comes when everything is fine. It is the peace that remains when everything seems to be falling apart. It is not the peace of the absence of problems. It is the peace of my presence in their midst. This supernatural peace is available to you now, not as something to earn, but as an inheritance to receive. Paul wrote about this peace while imprisoned, chained, unsure whether he would live or die. And yet he overflowed with a peace that confounded his captors. How could anyone in such circumstances be at peace? Because he had discovered the secret. The peace I give does not depend on external circumstances. It flows from within, from a place so deep that no external storm can reach it. This transcendent peace has the power to confound human logic. Your bank account says panic, but my peace says calm. The medical diagnosis says despair, but my peace says confidence. The family situation says chaos, but my peace says everything is under control. Those around you won't understand how you manage to be calm in the midst of the storm. They will question your sanity, but you will know it is the peace that transcends understanding at work. I will teach you how to access this transcendent peace whenever you need it. First, stop trying to understand everything. The need to understand every detail fuels anxiety. Accept that some mysteries will remain mysteries. Second, embrace uncertainty as an adventure, not a threat. The unknown is where my greatest miracles happen. Third, celebrate what you have while waiting for what will come. Present gratitude attracts future blessings. This transcendent peace also revolutionizes your relationship with money and provision. When most panic over financial fluctuations, you remain stable. When others lose sleep over investments, you rest knowing that your true security lies in me. This peace gives you a competitive advantage in the world. While others decide based on fear, you decide based on wisdom. While others retreat in panic, you advance in faith. But here's the most powerful secret about this peace. It's contagious. When you carry it, it permeates environments. Your presence calms storms in other hearts. Your tranquility in crises inspires faith in the desperate. You become an oasis of peace in a desert of anxiety. People will be drawn to you without understanding why. It's my peace in them recognizing my peace in you. Right now, as you absorb these truths, transcendent peace is settling within you. Not as a temporary visitor, but as a permanent resident. Not as a passing emotion, but as a state of being. From now on, when anxiety tries to return, remember, you have access to a peace that doesn't make logical sense, but does make spiritual sense. A peace that needs no explanation, only acceptance. Are you experiencing this peace that surpasses understanding? Do you feel something supernatural enveloping you? Then testify by writing, "Supernatural peace within me." What impossible situation in your life needs this transcendent peace right now? Your new victory identity. We've reached the final and most powerful transformation. You are no longer the same person who first heard this message. Anxiety no longer defines your identity. Fear no longer writes your story. Worry no longer controls your destiny. A new version of you has been born, one who lives in permanent victory over anxiety. This is not a temporary change, it is an identity transformation. Your new identity has a name, winner. You are not someone trying to overcome anxiety. You have already won. You are not someone fighting for peace. You are peace. You are not someone seeking liberation. You are free. This identity shift is crucial because you don't act based on what you try to be, but on what you believe you are. When you see yourself as a victim of anxiety, you act like a victim. When you see yourself as a winner, you act like a winner. As a victor, your approach to challenges changes radically. Before, problems made you retreat. Now they are opportunities to demonstrate my power within you. Before, uncertainties paralyzed you. Now they are invitations to adventures of faith. Before, changes terrified you. Now they are promises of something better to come. Your new identity reinterprets each situation through the lens of victory, not defeat. This victory identity has specific rights and privileges. First, authority over every spirit of fear. When anxiety tries to return, you have the authority to send it away. Second, unlimited access to my peace. You don't need to ask permission or wait for a special moment. It's yours by right. Third, supernatural ability to thrive. Winners attract victories. Your new identity magnetizes success, favor, and abundance. I want you to understand deeply. This new identity is not based on your performance. You don't need to prove yourself worthy. You don't need to maintain a perfect score. It's based on what I've declared about you, not on how you feel about yourself. Even on days when anxiety whispers old lies, your identity remains. You are a winner because I said you are. With this identity comes sacred responsibility. You are now an ambassador of my peace. People will observe your transformation and ask, "What happened to you?" Your answer will be your testimony of how I destroyed the stronghold of anxiety in your life. Don't keep this victory to yourself. It was given to be shared. Each person you free with your testimony multiplies your own freedom. I prophesy over you now. The coming days will be unlike any you've ever experienced. You will wake with anticipation, not fear. You will sleep in peace, not worry. You will make bold decisions that anxiety once prohibited. Doors that were closed will open. Resources that seemed impossible will appear. Relationships that were stalled will flourish, all because you now live from your true identity of victory. If you fully accept this new identity, if you fully embrace who you are now in me, seal this transformation by declaring, "I am a winner," in the comments, and answer, what will be your first action as a winner over anxiety? My beloved, we have reached the end of this journey, but it is only the beginning of your new life. The anxiety that has plagued you for so long has been defeated, not temporarily, not partially, but completely. What you experienced today was not just a message, it was a spiritual operation. I removed tumors of fear, extracted roots of worry, healed wounds of trauma. You are no longer a hostage to racing thoughts, sleepless nights, or suffocating days. The peace that now resides within you is permanent. Yes, there will be times when circumstances will try to convince you otherwise. Yes, the voice of anxiety will try to whisper again. But now, you have weapons you didn't have before. You know my voice that calms all chaos. You have a renewed heart that naturally trusts. You possess a victorious identity that cannot be stolen. Anxiety has lost its power over you because now you know who you are, and more importantly, you know who I am in your life. I want you to engrave this on your heart. You need never again live as you have. You need never again accept anxiety as an inevitable companion. You need never again negotiate with fear. You have authority, you have power, you have my abiding presence. When the world around you panics, you will be the rock. When others lose hope, you will be the light. When the storm comes, you will be the one who says, "Peace, be still," and it will obey. The word I promised to whisper to your heart is this: restored. You have been completely restored to my original design. Anxiety had warped my masterpiece, but today I have restored every detail. Write, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me," in the comments as your final declaration of faith and victory. This is not just a phrase, it is your new reality. With my strength, no anxiety can resist. With my power, no fear can remain. With my presence, no storm cannot be calmed. Continue this journey with me. There are other messages waiting for you, other truths to discover, other victories to achieve. The channel's playlist is full of specific words for every area of your life. Don't stop here. Make this channel your daily meeting place with me. Each video is a personal conversation. Each message is medicine for your soul. Each word is power for your transformation. Come back tomorrow. Come back the day after. Make my voice the first you hear when you wake up, and the last before you sleep. Go now in my perfect peace. Go without fear. Go without anxiety. Go knowing that my eyes follow you. My hands hold you. My love enfolds you. What began today will continue forever. Anxiety is over. Peace reigns. You have won. I guarantee this with my own eternity. Until our next meeting, remember, I am with you, calming every storm until the end of time.